Okay.
Hi, my name is Hayes, and I'm going to be writing about Abraham Lincoln's hat because he is awesome.
We are going to be talking about Abraham Lincoln's hat. We've just read the story, Abe Lincoln's Hat by Martha Brenner, and have watched the online story because it was a little bit more animated. And now we're going to focus in on some key points because Hayes is going to be writing on this paper. And it says Abe Lincoln's hat. In my hat I would keep. And he's going to fill out that. So let's look back at these key points in the story. And ready, Hayes?
Or do you want to do this one and this
one?
Don't write anything yet.
Abe Lincoln didn't have much money, but when he became a lawyer, he wanted to look his best. He bought a long black coat and a tall black hat.
Now, Hayes, what do you know about Abraham Lincoln?
And he wasn't rich.
He was not rich.
But
And what was that word that he was? What is that called?
lawyer.
A lawyer. Very good. And what did it say he wore?
A black coat.
A long black coat and what?
A big old black hat.
And a tall black hat.
And I think he wore black jeans.
Okay. Now we're going to fast forward to where it talks about why he wore the hat.
Abe Lincoln was a smart lawyer. People came to him with all kinds of problems. He helped them all, but he had one problem himself. He forgot to answer letters. He forgot where he put important papers. A good lawyer cannot forget. Abe wanted to be a good lawyer, but he was not a good paper keeper. What could he do?
So, he was not a good lawyer because why? What did he lose all the time?
Paper.
He lost very important papers.
And wasn't a paper guy.
He was not a paper guy.
I am.
You are?
Draw and pictures.
So.
Abe had an idea. His tall hat. He could push letters deep inside it. He could stuff notes into the leather band. When he took off his hat, the papers would remind him what he had to do. The idea worked most of the time. One day, some boys played a trick on Abe. They tied a string across the street. They strung it way up high. Everyone in town could walk under it. Everyone except Abe.
Now, we're going to stop the story there. So, Hayes, if you could be Abraham Lincoln, what would you put in your hat? Tell me some things and we'll write down some notes. Just tell me before you write your story. What's your favorite thing? What is something that you always lose?
Well, usually,
What about the volcano?
well, Nathan
It's ready to roll.
usually
And after
Loses.
his Lego
Lego
Man.
Man.
So is John Carl, but
So you want to put Lego Men? You put Lego Men in your hat?
yeah.
Lego Men.
Well, sometimes my hat, my Lego Ninja's hat, just falls off.
Falls off. Okay? So think, if you could be Abraham Lincoln, what would you store? You've put Lego Men. What else would you put in there? What's something you always lose or you don't have?
What I do not have is I would put in a
that one goes right there? Why does that one go there?
little toy,
So toys. So we're going to do
like little toy car, the kinds that have
toy cars.
little engines that have it, and they open up, the doors open.
Now let's think. You're a good student. He was a good lawyer and you're a good student. So what is something that maybe you could keep in your hat so you could be ready to work at all times?
It's ready to roll, but
You always lose these in your desk.
or it could currently be wrapping, right?
What about a pencil?
Which one? We'll do that one.
What about an eraser and a pencil?
An eraser and a pencil. So we can write a
So
pencil
what's that mean? It's a dormant
It's
one.
not-
Why?
Actually, I don't know
with
what that is.
eraser.
It hasn't erupted yet, but it might.
So before you write this, I want you to tell me. I want you to say, in my hat, I would keep, and then say Lego Men, toy cars, and pencils with erasers. Say this.
In my hat, I would keep.
And then you list Lego men.
Like he's waiting for people to
Say Lego men,
Lego man.
to open the door.
comma,
And we could think of it as he's
toy cars,
he's not but he's ready.
comma,
He could open the door.
and
He's ready to get mad.
So,
pencils with erasers.
He hasn't been
Write down that
right?
sentence.
Okay, so what's the next?
As you're writing, I want you to tell me why you picked those things. Why would you pick those things?
Recently
because that's why
erected recently.
it
No,
started
I
a long
wouldn't
time
mess
ago.
with
Once
that.
I told asked Nathan what is up in the jug. He got comed up with this movie that
But why are those things that you would keep in your hat? Remember, Abraham Lincoln lost all those things. He could never keep up with it. That's why he kept it in his hat. So are these things that you always lose that you would want to keep in your hat, and that's why you always keep losing them? Yes. Very good. In my hat, I would keep Lego men, comma, comma, toy cars. If you need help with some words, you can look at your writing office.
What did we compare an extinct volcano to? What kind of animal?
Comma.
A
And-
dinosaur. Because dinosaurs, they were once here, right? But we don't see them anymore unless they're fake.
Erasers. Pencils with
We see
erasers.
dinosaurs and eggs, but we can go to the museum and see their bones and stuff, right? And we can still see extinct volcanoes. They just aren't gonna erupt.
You're doing a great job. You're writing really neat.
With extinct volcanoes, what are they all out of?
that's what
Lava. They have no more
Now,
lava in them.
Before we
That's why they're not gonna
finish
erupt anymore,
and
right?
you start coloring, I want you to tell me
Color it.
why Abraham Lincoln wore the tall hat.
And we're gonna
Because I know
add
you were
this
really,
here
really
before
curious
we're
and you
making
wanted to
your
learn all about Abraham Lincoln's tall hat. So tell me,
And we
what
can
did you
put it
learn?
in there.
why did Abraham Lincoln have such a tall black
I'm gonna
hat?
start by making a
keep the
title
stuff
for it.
about now. I already know that.
To keep his stuff in his hat. Because why? What happened? He always what?
Losing.
He would always lose them. Thank you so much. Now you can go ahead and start coloring.
I'm gonna try to do my best.